Today I'm going to be talking about the Polygon exterior angle sum theorem. So unlike the first video you watched, I talked about the interior sum. So I'm talking about adding all of the angles inside of a polygon or inside of the shape. But with the exterior angle sum theorem, I'm talking about all of the angles on the outside. So when I'm looking at this polygon, I want to focus on all the outer angles that are here. In this shape, there are 4. So the rule is, or the theorem is, that in every polygon, the sum of exterior angles is always equal to 360 degrees. That means that, so when I add all of these together in J, K, M, L, they should all equal 360. So in this example, it says find the value of x in polygon JKML. Okay, so if I know that the sum of adding all of them together equals 360, that's what I'm going to do, is set each of them equal to 360. So what I'll do is I'll put 4x plus 8x plus 7x plus 5x, and then that equals 360 degrees. And then what I can do now is I can combine my like terms. So I'm going to take all of those numbers and then add them together. So I'm going to do 4 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5, and that gives me 24. So I end up with 24x equals 360. Okay, since 24 is being multiplied by x, I want to get rid of it, so I want x to be by itself. And I'm going to take 24 and do the opposite, and divide by 24 on both sides. And then x will be equal to 15. And that's the end. Now, if this question were to take it a step further, it might ask me what is the value of each angle, and then I would just have to plug 15 in for each one. So for example, if I just wanted to know what angle J was, angle J would be equal to 4x, and that's equal to 4 times 15, since that's x. So then 4 times 15 is equal to 60. So angle J is equal to 60 degrees. So that's one example. So for the second example, it says find the measure of each exterior angle of a regular dodecagon. Okay, so some background knowledge. This is also still in your book. I forgot to mention that example 1 is in your book, and it is on page 397. This example is also in your book on page 397. And so when you're looking at a dodecagon is a polygon with 12 sides. So if I know, I'm going to say n, in this case, equals 12. I also know that it's a regular dodecagon, which is pretty important information. If it's a regular dodecagon, that means that all of the angles on the outside are going to be exactly the same. So I know that if I'm going to use the polygon angle exterior theorem, sum theorem, I already know that the sum is 360 on the outside. That's for every single polygon. The sum is always going to be 360 for the outside. And then I'm going to divide it by 12, since all the angles are going to be exactly the same. So then when I take 360 and divide it by 12, I get 30. So each measure inside or on the outside of a dodecagon, a regular dodecagon, is 30 degrees.